Alright guys, what is going on? We are here with the competitive division walkthrough. We've got our recreational team on the left and our competitive team on the right, so pay mostly attention to the team on the right here. We're working through and wrapping up and finishing our first round here. So you can see the row. There's going to be one athlete working on the row. That athlete has to complete the entire 30 or 20 calories on their own before they can get off the rower. The other two athletes are going to be working as a team to complete the 30 clean and jerks. The first weights are 135 for guys, 95 for girls. Then they're going to meet at the line and they're going to complete 10 synchro burpees as a team. You're going to have to be behind the line to do the burpee, chest down at the same time, and then you're going to have to jump over the line together. So we can see the rec team is getting ahead here. And we're going to watch this first kind of weight transition so you guys can see it. So I'm on the rower here. Keith and Wes are wrapping up our first 30. So now we're going to go into our team burpees, and then we will change our weights. So you can see chest has to be down. Once we all hit, then we jump over, back into it. All right, so we'll complete 10 of those. After 10, the athlete who is going to be going to the rower, which remember cannot be me. I've already done my rowing section, so I'm done on the rower. I have to be clean and jerking for the next two. I believe it is Keith who goes to the rower next. So he's going to go to the rower, and then Wes and I are going to be responsible for changing our team's weights. So we'll see that happen here once we complete our 10. You are going to have to jump over the line all the way. You can see I was kind of like on the line on that last one. That would be a no rep. We'd have to step over. And then so this is the transition you can see. So we had the 10s, had the clips on. Keith can start rowing, so he can go ahead as soon as he's ready and start on his 30 cals. And then we can go ahead and start on our 20 clean and jerks. So I'm going to fast forward here. We'll get through kind of to the end, and then we'll talk about that. So here we are wrapping up our final 10 burpees as a team. You can see our synchro has gotten much better. And we're going to be going into our final section. Now, if you have time remaining on the clock, you have a 12-minute running clock here. You will look at the clock here, and then you have to make your determination as a team. The weights are going to go up to our final weight, which is 205 pounds for guys, 135 pounds for ladies. And then we're going to do max reps, and it's going to be an addition of your row calories and your clean and jerks. All right, so you can put one athlete on the rower, they can start rowing, other two athletes can change weights, and then they can start chipping away on the clean and jerk. So your score for this workout will be total reps completed. And so any time remaining up until that 12-minute cap, you guys can start chipping away. You can see here we get our weights changed. Wes and Keith start on the clean and jerks. Brian starts on the clean and jerks. I'm rowing. We can swap. We can change out, whatever we want to do there for that until that 12 minutes hits. All right, guys, what's going on? We're going into events 2, 3, and 4. This is where we're going to split off and go individual for a little bit. So our first one is going to be 30, 20, 10 of toes to bar, and then 3, 2, 1 of a sled pull and push. So you catch up with me. I'm finishing up my set of 30 over here on the right. And the sled is just out of frame, so we're going to have a line that you have to pull the back tip. So when you're pulling, that first tip is going to have to cross the line. As soon as that crosses, you have to push it, and then the front tip is going to have to pass the line in front there. All right, so that would be 1, and I've got to do 3, obviously, for my first set. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to finish 2 and 3, and then I'm back for my 20 and 10. And you have 5 minutes to complete this. So if you can get this done in under 5 minutes, then you're done. Your partner is going to be ready behind you. If you take up until the 5 minutes and you get time capped at the 5-minute mark, partner 2 is going to start on their 21:15:9. So we're going to fast forward a little bit here so you guys can kind of see that transition. and then we'll roll through. Alright, so that 5-minute mark hits, and our second athlete is now working on their 21 pull-ups, 15 chest bars, 9 bar muscle-ups, and they'll have the same 3, 2, 1 sled pull and push after each set. So Keith finishes his first 21 pull-ups. He's going to go into his pull and push, and then he will go into his chest bars and then his bar muscle-ups. So we will fast forward here. All right, so we're catching up with Keith as he's wrapping up his chest bar round, going into the sleds. Our camera cuts out here for a second, but finishes up, and then he would move on to the 9 bar muscle-ups, and then the 1 sled pull and push. Again, at that 5-minute mark, the next athlete needs to be ready because they are going to be going immediately into the jumping. So for our competitive division, this is going to be 100 single unders, 3 sled pulls and pushes, 50 double unders, 2 sled pulls and pushes, and then 15 PVC jump overs, 40 inches for guys, 32 inches for ladies. And you can see that set up on the boxes. So we're going to fast forward through to the PVC jump over so you guys can see those, and that will be our events 2, 3, and 4. So as we get going here, you'll see they're wrapping up and finishing up their dubs and that round. And then they're going to go to the jump overs. You can see here once we slow down, you can take a running start. You have to get over the PVC and not knock it off the plate. Okay, so that would count for Wes because he went over and the plate and the PVC did not fall off. So we will allow. You can see he's taking a running jumping start. That one would be close. He was almost over the edge of the PVC. You do have to go with both feet over. That was better, right? The PVC. So you'll have 15 of those to completion. And then your one last sled pull and push, and that is done. Or if 5 minutes hits. All right, guys, we're here with event 5. This is going to be our conga line style workout with a 14-minute cap done 4 time. So we're going to catch up here with Wesley, who has already taken off for his 400-meter run. He's going to be coming back. Then he's going to complete 20 front squats. The first weights are going to be 135 and 95. The volunteers will be changing your weights for this workout, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So Wes is going to power clean. Totally fine. All right, he's going to roll through his 20 front squats. Once he's completed with his 20 front squats, he'll move forward to the Echo Bike, complete his 18 calories. Ladies, you have to do 12 calories. Then when he gets off, he is going to tag his next teammate, who is going to take off for their 400-meter run. Now, with this, guys, the weights will be ascending. Okay, so our next weights will be 155 and 105 for the men's and women's, respectively, and then our last weight is 185 and 125. So Wes is going very fast there. Tags me. I'm going to take off on my run. All right, when I come back, same thing. The weights have been changed, and your partners are more than welcome to change your seat height for you, as you saw Keith did for me there. So that way everything's set when you come back for your run. You can immediately pop right into it and go through your 20 front squats, and then same thing. It'll be 18 calories for me, and then I will tag Keith. Keith will take off on his 400-meter run and then do his 18 cals, and that is time. All right. All right, guys, we are to event 6. This is a 3-round workout. We're going to have a 3-way synchro on sandbag shoulders. So we're going to watch that. This is how we're going to be set up, nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna have to, everybody's gonna have to be synced up at the top on the shoulder before you get a down count, okay? Once we complete 8, we'll go into our handstand walk sections. We're always gonna go the same direction, all right? And you're gonna have to get your hand over the line. Feet start behind the line, hands get over the line, all right? Now, if you only have one person who can handstand walk, they would have to go back to that starting line, all right? If you guys have more than one, you can go in this kind of conga line style, all right? Hand must pass past that last line. There will be tape lines for you guys. So we finish our 4th, we're gonna go back, and then we go into the synchro. You guys can change weights however, whenever you want. All right, and we'll see, we go synchro. No limitation on having to alternate shoulders or anything like that. Then we'll go back. I show a demonstration here of what's gonna happen if you fail a handstand walk. So those little mat sections, they're 4-foot sections. I passed over it, so then my feet have to be behind that. I didn't pass over the next one, so I have to go back to the line behind me. And then I can go through and complete. So those little sections are what we have to complete. And then once you've started, that's your kind of section. You can tag out if you hit failure, and your partner can come in, but they'll start wherever you left off. All right, so we'll see Keith goes through. I think I'm broken here, and then we're into our finals. Oh, sorry, I've still got 4. So I'll complete, then we go into our final set. This is a 3-round for time. If you guys get done before the 6-minute cap, then you get extra rest. There's a quick 1-minute transition time. So basically at the 7-minute mark on the clock is when we'll begin event 7. So we'll fast forward here. You guys can watch us wrap this one up. And here we go. All right, guys, final event here. Wanted to make sure you guys got a little cute Stevie time in here. She wanted to really get into our rope climbs, so we had to entice her away. So each athlete will have their own dumbbell. Weights are listed 65, 55, 50 for guys. Ladies, you are 50, 40, 35. Weight's going to have to be locked out overhead. And then synchro is going to be at the top. Okay, so knee has to tap, and then all we have to do is be synced up at the top. So we hit that hip lock out together. If we mess up the synchro, as long as everyone's knees taps, like you can double clutch it. I think Keith actually, yeah, does one there. Double clutches and catches back up. Okay. You can switch arms whenever you like. All right, communication, etc. Or you can try to go straight through. And then once we are completed with our 15 here, then we're going to go into our 5 rope climbs. The 5 rope climbs will be done as a team. All right, and so we'll be touching the metal at the top of our ropes. So we'll fast forward here. We're not going to show you guys all